Welcome back to Globemonitor Business Talk. I'm Dr. Loaloa Riad, business lecturer and co-founder of Globemonitor Market Research Agency.
And I'm Bassem Mostafa, lead market analyst and co-founder at Globemonitor. And today's story is one of my favorites.
This one's special. A startup that got rejected 4 times by investors until they changed their business plan. Just a few months later, they raised $1.2 million.
Yeah, and we helped make that happen. So today, we'll break down exactly what changed, why the old plan failed, and how the new one convinced investors to say yes.
The struggle. Let's start with where they went wrong. Their first plan looked nice. Lots of pages, charts, and slogans, but no direction.
Exactly. It was all inspiration, zero validation. They said things like, we'll capture 5% of the market, but had no numbers or reasoning behind it.
Right. Investors didn't hate the idea. They just couldn't trust it. And that's what most founders miss. A business plan isn't about convincing people you're excited. It's about proving you're ready.
Investors don't fund passion. They fund preparation.
The turning point. After their 4th rejection, the founders reached out to us. And honestly, the idea itself was strong, but it was buried under generic language and bad structure.
So we didn't change the idea. We changed how it was presented and proven. We shifted from storytelling to what I like to call strategic proof.
Yes, and that mindset shift was everything. Once we rebuilt the plan, it wasn't about what they hoped to do. It was about what they could prove they could do.
The fix. Let's talk about what we changed. First, clarity. We made them define one exact customer and one painful problem.
And instead of long mission statements, we built a simple logic. Problem, solution, proof, payoff.
Then came the market research, and that's where most plans fall apart.
We dug deep. Market size, trends, customer behavior, competitor analysis, and even a gap map.
Once they saw real numbers, everything clicked. It wasn't "we think" anymore. It became "we know." Investors love that shift.
Exactly. Then we built financials that made sense. Every revenue projection was tied to a data source, and every dollar requested had a purpose, clearly shown in a use of funds chart.
We also simplified their roadmap. Instead of 10 random goals, we gave them 3. MVP launch, market entry, and scale-up, each with dates, costs, and responsibilities.
When investors see clear milestones and accountability, trust skyrockets.
So they went back to pitch again. Same idea, same founders, just a new plan.
And suddenly, investors paid attention. 2 of them came on board with a total of $1.2 million in funding.
What changed? Not the product, the perception. The plan made it real.
It stopped feeling like a dream and started looking like a business.
The lesson here is simple. A great business plan isn't paperwork. It's proof of thought.
Exactly. If investors have to guess how your business works, they won't invest. But if you show logic, data, and direction, they'll follow you.
You don't need fancy design or buzzwords. You need clarity, research, and confidence.
So, before you look for funding, look at your plan. Does it inspire trust or just excitement?
Closing. That's how one startup turned rejection into $1.2 million.
And hopefully you can do the same with a plan that proves your idea, not just presents it.
If this helped you, share it with another entrepreneur. And if you've ever struggled with your business plan, drop a comment below. We'd love to help.
Thank you for joining us on Globemonitor Business Talk. See you in the next episode.